Real Animals Fishing Show is presented by Yellowfin Yachts. Hey gang, today Billy and I are in beautiful Venice, Louisiana. We're fishing out of Venice Marina. Captain Chris, Captain Kevin, Pro Marine fishing team. The bite is crazy offshore, 50 miles offshore. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's gonna be off the hook. Launched out of Venice Marina this morning, made about a 10-12 mile run to the bait grounds here. You can see we got a lot of boats in the area. Everybody's trying to load up with fresh baits. It's really the key to your whole day. Spend a little time, make sure you get that good live bait. You're gonna make a long run, 50, 60 miles out into the Gulf. You wanna make sure your bait's right. Catching bait, baby. It's the bait parade. Whenever you go offshore, there's a real good chance that there'll be a lot of smack talk. Kevin's starting already. Yeah, especially on this boat. Whenever you get around the Pro Marine guys, there might be a little smack talk. And if you watch our show, you know Billy and I don't do smack talk. Much.
Got another one. Come on, Mike.
I'm
And then you're big and you're getting heavy, bro.
Well, I got a funny feeling that you're good for about one tuna. And then in order to get the show, I'll have to go to work. So I'll get my work in later. I'm pretty sure.
It's all technique, brother. It's all technique. It ain't about brawn. It ain't about brawn. Rodney can hold that rod just fine. That's my friend Rodney. Rodney rod holder. Right there. Hey Rodney, how you doing, buddy?
Right in the sun.
Right in the sun.
Probably 30 yards.
Going after it, Daddy. What we've been doing, we're out here using these sabiki rigs, trying to tickle up some baits, just kind of drop it to the bottom and bounce a little bit to make these little sabiki rigs. They got like, almost if you will, like a little feather and an itty bitty hook there. It sort of like, looks like a little nymph or something that these bait fish eat, and they really, really work.
Got you another one, Cap? Rolling. All right, got a double. Come take that one. A little double? Double.
Pumpkin.
And a herring. Get him in.
Come on, baby.
Oh, you lost
I did. God, I almost lost another one.
Oh, I got a string full.
It's all good. Oh, look at my boy. Oh, what?
I'm punkined up.
Pumpkin, figured it up. What you got, Hannah? One good.
Yeah, I got pumpkin seed. Well, we got a bunch of those. The pumpkin seeds we've got plenty of. So we're kind of letting those go. We're trying to get some of the big threadfin herring right now. And if we can get a couple more of those, then we can go fishing. Like I said, it's really, really key whenever you're fishing inshore or offshore, make sure you got enough bait. Whatever your bait of choice is, even if you're going out fishing with artificial lures, make sure you got enough. Get into a real killer bite, or if you lose some, cost you your whole day. Got to have the bait.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Attaboy, Billy!
There we go, Daddy-o.
Oh, there's down.
Oh, they're off the bow. They're off the bow.
Right underneath us too.
There's the pumpkins there.
Okay.
Hey, throw those one toes in the bottom. Those be
Tell me what you get, pumpkins.
Yeah, you're right. Big pumpkin. Look at that. Big old pumpkin.
Yeah, throw that guy in the bottom. Oh, here. Come on in.
There they are.
Yeah, look at that one.
The fat one.
Yeah. He's an eater.
Play him.
Absolutely. What do you got? Yeah, another two more. Things are looking up. Team Pro Marine.
You got some fatties in there, boy. Got a good one.
Oh, got a good one on the bottom. Sweet. Get in the boat.
Coming down, Chris. All right.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
All right, we made that long run out of Venice Marina this morning, about 10, 12 miles to the bait grounds here. We've loaded up with some pumpkin seeds, some threadfin herring. We got a whole live well full of bait. We're headed to catch big tuna. The bite's been on here in Venice, Louisiana. We got about a 50-mile run, so you got to buckle up. Here we go. Right now, Kevin's putting out some live baits and some cut baits, a little bit of each. Got to get that scent in the water. We had a couple tuna 30, 40 pounders crash in the live baits, the chummies that we're putting out. So just waiting for one to get silly and eat our offering with a hook in it. Just letting the current move you.
I think ideally we should be hooked up within minutes of departure of the bait. You know, once we get those baits in, drive away from it, throw the chum in,
okay, and
the fish see the commotion and they see the baits, you know, flurrying,
yep,
and they come up and get the bait.
You know, you guys went ahead and got the lines out. Were you using what, circle hooks?
Circle hooks.
Now, how are you nose hooking the baits, or?
Taking a needle with a little rubber band on it
Uh-huh.
and running the needle through the eyes of the greenie,
Right.
coming back through, and then we're taking the rubber band and going around the circle hook so it's just like it's bridled, so he can swim freely on it.
Cool beans. Now, what pound test line are we using?
We're using 60 with 80-pound fluoro.
Now, what makes them get out here around these oil rigs? You think it's the structure, or?
It's just the deep water, the current that runs through here.
Right.
And so we're probably 60 miles offshore.
Mm-hmm.
So at nighttime they come up to feed on these rigs, and then in the day they feed also.
Sweet. So this is sort of like a little oasis out in the middle of the desert.
Absolutely.
I gotcha. Way to go, guys.
You guys done this before?
Been out here a total of what, 15 minutes and already got us a tuna hooked up? You gotta love that.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, hang on, I gotta get you clipped in. You got it, buddy?
Yep.
Yeah, you want to right down there on your.
Yeah.
Is that tight enough, or?
Take a drag, baby. Take a drag.
Are you good, or you want a little tighter?
It's all right.
All right.
Give me someplace to put it. That's all I want.
And I tell you what, a good fighting belt I think makes a difference to where it puts that pressure on your top of your legs.
Yep.
You want me to slide it around a little bit, or you?
Oh!
Oh! What happened was it blew the hole. Basically what happened is the hook pulled out. It happens sometimes where the hook doesn't get in there good enough. Using these circle hooks, it gets them in the corner of the mouth. You get too much heat on them, it'll pluck that hook out sometime.
That was kind of crazy because we had the pops on top in front of the boat, you know, left side of the boat, popping, 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 all of a sudden, boom, big fish on,
Yep.
you know, one of the deeper live baits, so pretty cool.
So I mean, there's a ton of fish out here. I mean, we've been here all of what, 15 minutes and already had
Yeah.
got two tuna on. So that's pretty tight, you know. Now, you know, I noticed a lot of places the tuna are really boat shy. I'm taking it these guys aren't that boat shy out here.
Well, they can be. It's just, if there's a lot of pressure on them, you'll notice they'll go down and won't surface back up.
No, I'm with
for
you.
a while. But they will feed when they're in a good feeding pretty.
Yeah,
well
when they get
feeding
ready to go,
range.
yeah, they don't care.
They don't care.
That's true with most fish, you know. Once that switch hits, they really don't care. I also understand there's a lot of cobia hang out around these rigs as well.
In shallow, a lot of cobia.
And shallower, and some big American reds too, huh?
Yeah, the American red snappers are very, very plentiful out here in the Gulf.
Fish on, baby.
Fish on the primary.
What a great invention. When you start messing with these big fish and you're putting this butt into your midsection, the belt really helps. Gives you a nice place to rest that. Gives you a lot of extra leverage so you can pull back, pull the rod to you without burying that butt, and you end up all bruised up if you don't have the belt.
We got color.
Well, we do have a little color
We got
down there
color.
deep, huh? The water's so pretty out here that you're still a ways down here when you get color.
Yeah, see him right here? He's down here a ways. I see yellow and silver.
I'd say it's the right flavor.
Yeah, I see those long fins on there. Man, they're so beautiful and so cool. And that is truly the ocean's athlete right there, pal.
Buddy, that's a powerful, powerful fish right there.
Yeah, buddy.
Powerful fish.
Nice yellowfin.
Yeah, real nice fish. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at the color. Wow, color's incredible.
Let's see if I can get him back here at the back. Nice fish, nice fish. Yep. Look at that. Look at that, Mike Anderson.
God. Now that's a good morning right there, huh?
Hey, who needs a gym when you got daggone yellowfin tuna, right? Nice. Good shot, Daddy-O.
Atta boy.
Got him?
Yeah,
nice.
baby.
All right.
Woo!
Closed captioning brought to you by Gator Ford.
One of the really neat parts about this part of the Gulf of Mexico, just outside of Louisiana here, is all these oil rigs. They start in really, really close, 8-9 miles. There's big rigs, all kinds of piping. Creates just a fantastic estuary for the bait fish and all the plankton and stuff to get around. And as all that stuff comes in, the game fish just pour onto these things. Big mangrove snapper, cobia, just, you know, amberjack, anything you can imagine. Big grouper. It's an absolutely incredible estuary. And that's why the big tuna are here so often. That's why this part of the Gulf of Mexico is so fishy, because all these big structures are out here creating this great habitat for these fish. So, you know, I know we know the dangers obviously with the BP oil spill and all the things that have happened up here, but it really, you know, these things really, really help the habitat in this part of the Gulf. There's no doubt about it. And as you can see, the fishing's incredible.
We got these chuggers out here. Oh, they're big blue runners, bro. Look at all, and we got big blue runners chasing them. If you can see over the side, the blue runners are coming up hitting on these poppers. And these poppers are a very effective technique to get these yellowfin, blackfin tuna up. Because they just, as you can see, they float on the surface and you give it a tug and it bloop, and you see that little smoke bubble trail it throws out? Gives the fish something really to key in on. But basically what you do is you throw it out just as far as you can, let it sit for a second, get your line tight. Get your line tight, so then when you jerk it, and give it a very violent, very decisive jerk.
Oh, crushed him. Look at
Look at the
him
bait jumping.
Oh, we got something back here. Is that our bait that close?
This one's close, I know.
Yeah, we really need these baits 100 yards behind the boat.
Chris, tell me a little bit about the presentation, what you're trying to create, what you're trying to, you know, get those fish to see to draw that strike.
Well, with the bait spread, we place our baits different lengths from the boat, depending on how actively they're feeding. If, like right now, they're not feeding aggressively on the surface, they're down a little bit, so we'll put our baits a little farther behind the boat. Okay. Our long bait will tend to be maybe 75 to 100 yards back. Okay. That way, as you cross over the fish, you're tending to drive them down. Right. And as the boat gets off the school, then they will tend to come back up, and they'll notice those baits, you know, fluttering in that water column. As we're going across the fish, we'll actually throw some chum out in the mix also to try to get some extra, you know, flash and glitter down there for them to see to target in on. And the other baits will be staggered, like I say, maybe 25 to 30 yards closer as each one, just to make sure we have different areas covered.
In case they come back up quick, right behind
exactly.
the boat. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Very interesting. 10 seconds, look at, they're all out of the water. They're going nuts right there. Right? Yeah, look at that
Holy
shit, dude.
smokes, bro, look at that. Oh God, you see that little,
Wow.
Lord.
Did you? Good. That's gonna be awesome. Dude, look at him. Look at him.
Awesome.
Unbelievable, dude.
Dude, is this killer or what?
Look at that. Wow. We've got big schools of nice size yellowfin tuna, 40, 50, 60, 70 pounders, kind of skyrocketing all over this area. And then every now and then we'll get some schools of smaller fish, big blue runners, things like that, that come to the surface too, probably being chased by the tuna, I would imagine. But there's a lot of, had a big aerial shot right there. So really interesting when you get out here in this big, deep blue water. You never know what you're going to see. It's absolutely incredible. It really is. You know, you can sit around for 2-3 hours and nothing's going on. The seas are quiet, and then all of a sudden somebody hits a light switch and the feeding begins, and it's just crazy. So it's really, really neat. It's really something to see. Woo! Let's hear that drag screaming. He crushed that popper. I've never had one eat a popper before. That was so ridiculous. Just like normal, just like topwater fishing inshore, it's almost better if you're looking somewhere else so you don't see it.
Did you see it though?
Afterwards.
Afterwards, cool.
I felt it first and then looked over there and saw it.
How's it feel on that light rod there, big guy?
Incredible.
That's fun, isn't it?
I love spinning rod fishing, period. Crazy run too, crazy run. This really light rod with super action on it. All bent over. Super cool stuff.
Swing on over this way, Daddy-o.
For those of you watching at home, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it right there.
Guys, this week's tip of the week. First of all, I got to start by thanking my good friend Jim Neset for making this incredible trip possible.
It's great.
Venice Marina here in Venice, Louisiana, absolutely incredible, huh?
No better place in the country to fish.
I agree, absolutely incredible. We're here because of you. Let's talk a little bit about ProMarine on the part side. ProMarineUSA.com, if you will.
That's our main business. That's our staple. We have a huge warehouse in Florida where we stock millions of dollars worth of parts for every kind of motor, old, new, two-stroke, four-stroke, jet ski, inboards, everything. You break a part, we probably have it in stock.
I know, I've been to the warehouse and it's literally from the floor to the ceiling with parts.
Yeah, we're pretty much getting to the point where we're outgrowing that facility. We're gonna have to expand. Just to house all the parts, because I think the key to any good parts supplier is to have them in stock.
And that's usually what you kind of get, what you guys have built your name on, is when nobody else has it, we have it.
That's right. Everybody should have it. If you're in the business, anybody can be in the business to order stuff.
Right.
But to be in the business and stock the stuff, that's what differentiates us.
And it's not just dealers that you sell to. If somebody in the public is looking for a part, if he's a do-it-yourself guy, he can ProMarineUSA.com, he can get on the website, come straight to you guys, and you guys ship the parts right to them.
They can do it that way. They can call our 800 number. They can talk to one of our salespeople, who are not just salespeople, they're technicians.
Nice. ProMarineUSA.com. That's your tip of the week. These guys are the best. Make sure you check them out anytime you need engine parts. The boys are back there working the rods, throwing these poppers. Had all those fish busting the surface and just kind of kept throwing and throwing and throwing. And finally we had that little blackfin tuna come up and just crush that bait. Really cool. Drag takes off screaming. Super, super cool stuff. Super cool stuff. Never caught a tuna on a topwater plug before. You absolutely have to try it. It's incredible.
Yeah, baby. Marlin. Got a marlin.
Come on, Mike. Look at him.
Woo!
Get him right there. All right.
Is he there? Keep going.
Yep, right there.
Get him, bro.
Stay on it, Chris. Stay on it, Chris.
My dog. Oh, no. Woo! Good job, bro. The line took off. We thought we had a tuna. All of a sudden, this tuna just comes through the roof. It wasn't a tuna, it was a blue marlin. Had him on for a little bit. I mean, the line class that we're using were a little undergunned for marlin, but it was great while it lasted. Got several jumps. Chris had him tail walking across the back of the boat, and about the ratio on hooking marlin, you'll land about 1 out of every 10 you hook is about the ratio on that. We got blackfin tuna on top water, yellowfin tuna on live bait, and blue marlin. I tell you, the guys at ProMarine, it just don't get no better. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
We did eat another one. Can we get this other one in?
Mike, will you bring me that belt?
Yeah. That about right?
Yeah, buddy, just snap it in.
All right, now.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Cuda cuda.
Cuckoo-ca-choo. There's everything out here. Marlin, tuna, cudas.
Well, you know, this big platform out here holding all that bait.
Yeah,
this is where
big oasis, you know.
Yeah.
There he is, Mr. Toothy Critter.
There he is.
Oh, look below him. What's that below him? Tuna.
Tuna below.
Tuna
Yeah.
below. Yellowtail, big yellowtail. That was big, wasn't it? No, are we in it? He's gone. We should be untangled now, bro.
Yeah, he got you.
There we go.
Cuda, little cuda.
Good job, good job. Guys, hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I'd like to give a special thanks to our good friends, Captain Chris, Captain Kevin of the Pro Marine Fishing Team.
Thanks a lot, guys. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely incredible. If you guys want to book a trip and come do this, all you got to do is give us a call at 1-866-GAMEFISH. We'll point you in the right direction. For more great fishing info, log on to the website, realanimalsfishingteam.com. Don't forget, you can follow the Real Animals, Facebook/Real Animals. You can follow us there. And until next week.
Do yourself a favor and take a kid fishing.
It's unbelievable.
That's a major engineering feat there, you know.
Sure is.